welcome to Billy's Wrestling Insight. This is the RAW Insight for the week of November 10th, 2009. Let's get right off the bat with Ricky Hatton hosting Monday Night Raw. I'll say this, he did a very good job. He was very well accepted with the crowd. Although, I don't know him very well. Well, let's be blunt, I didn't know him at all. But apparently he's very big in London. He's very big in the boxing world. But I'll say this, he handled the mic very well. He made a great match with DX taking on Jericho. And the little spiel he did with Chavo. Well, let me say this. Chavo Guerrero is an accomplished wrestler from an accomplished wrestling family. These little spiels where he's getting embarrassed by the celebrity guest hosts week in and week out is just getting flat out boring, predictable, and just flat out disrespectful to the Guerrero name. Chavo Guerrero is a former multiple-time cruiserweight champion, a former tag team champion. Do something else with him. Don't stick him in spiels where he's getting embarrassed by a leprechaun named Hornswoggle. Speaking of Hornswoggle, what's the whole deal with him doing DX now? Rumor on the grapevine knows there was supposed to be a third member of DX joining sometime this year. And now they're going to have Hornswoggle running around with DX gear on? Come on. Have somebody like John Cena join DX. Or maybe break up Legacy and have one of the members of Legacy join up with DX. Don't stick Hornswoggle with that. But I will admit this. DX going after Hornswoggle and trying to get their hands on him for like copyright infringement was downright funny. Let's see. On to the main event. Jericho. By the way, Jericho, Big Show. Jericho is an awesome name for the tag team. Why not market that? Jericho is a good name. A lot of people may not like it, but I think it's a name that works. It's a name that can be marketable. It's a name that can put on t-shirts and sell in the WWEshop.com. Anywho, I thought the matchup was, was alright. It was a basic Raw main event. But I didn't see anything appealing about it. For one thing, I thought at Survivor Series it was going to be Jericho versus DX for the Unified Tag Team titles. But now, a couple of weeks ago, one of the NASCAR drivers that was the guest host decides to put DX with John Cena in a triple threat for the WWE Championship. Which has me scratching my head. Why? It didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But, big news for next week. Next week's guest host will be Roddy Piper. Now, knowing the history that Piper has with Jericho, thinking back to WrestleMania 25, you know that the moment that Roddy Piper's in the ring, Jericho's gonna come out and try to instigate something with Piper. But that's not the only big news that we can look for next week. Next week it'll be a triple threat tag team main event with pitting DX versus Jericho versus WWE champion John Cena and his partner, the World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker. Talk about a match with Survivor Series implications. Well then, until next week, be sure to keep it right here the day after Raw to hear my reports. Until then, this is Billy, signing off.